Hello and welcome to this video. It's going to be looking solely at SD cards and to show you the difference between the different gigabytes that a card takes. So we'll start with this option. It is a pack of 2 8GB SD cards. Quite easily they'll probably hold, depending on the megapixels of your camera, over 800 photos on each card. Now, when you look at how much they are for this pack of 2, it's only £9.80. So £4.90 each. And that includes your delivery. There's no reason to go to smaller cards when you're only paying £4 odd for your card. But it gives you the option of not having to worry about running out and having to change too often. So from the 8 we go to a 16 class 4, which is just good enough really for digital cameras, not for video. This 16GB card is £6.68. All of these are on eBay. The prices will change between the time of this showing and whenever you go and have a look. But pick the buy it now price and pick United Kingdom. Once again, I have only picked these as these were the cheapest at the time when I looked. So from 16 you go to 32. Once again, class 4. And from United Kingdom at £8.58. This card may be actually best used as a backup storage part instead of putting it in the camera, taking it how many photos that it could possibly hold depending on the speed and how many megapixels of your camera. So what you could do is you could load all your pictures off your SD cards into your computer and then save it to this SD card, then clear the SD card that you put into the camera and put it back in and go and take more photos and store it on as one of the storage mediums for your thing. So as I said, class 4 is not really fast enough. Well, it isn't for my Canon 1100D to do video. And what happens is it goes into buffering and then stops the recording because it's just not write fast enough. So we need to look at faster cards. Now, class 6, which is this C letter here, that is what Canon says my 1100D is the minimum speed that it has to be to save video files as being played. The 30 megabits, that's how fast it does it, and it is a class 1. Now this 32 running on my camera uses about 1 gigabyte every 4.5 minutes. So you can work out that you aren't going to get many minutes because of the .mov system that my Canon 1100D uses. But this 32GB at that speed is only £11.50. So moving up, this Kingston 3200 is a class 10, which means it can deal much faster with saving to things. But even between a class 6 and a class 10, the price hasn't gone up that much for an SD card. £11.50 for the class 6, £13.9 for a class 10. When you're looking at buying SD cards, they don't have to be big if you're only using them for taking pictures. What you can do is you can buy the slower 8GB class 4s for photographs, and then buy the bigger 32/64 for your videos, and have dedicated cards for that. This probably would be the best idea. So, once again, it isn't really worth going below 8GB, not at the current price of what 8GB is. And the reason you really should even just get even 2 packs of 8 and have 4 cards is if any faults come on one card, you have a spare. You should be carrying a spare anyway when you go out. So therefore, the more cards, the more chances you have of having a card on you which isn't full. In case you haven't had time to take your photos off the card, you can pick up another card and put it in the camera knowing it's empty, to deal with the ones that you've got pictures on. We'll have a look in a different video at how best to back up your photos and the best mediums for doing that. But this short video, just looking at price over megapixel for your camera to keep doing, is the best to deal with. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Keeping it simple.